Hey people, it's Shit100, welcome back to more Pokemon's Dungeon. Let's jump right in. Chapter 16, A New Dawn. And we're back on the beach where we first started. This is... What? Holly, what? Isn't this where I met you, Holly? It's like that beach. So that means, could it be... No, it is! We're in the past. We made it back to our world. Yes! Yes! We made it, Holly! Ugh. Hey, Grover! Look! We made it home! Back to our world! So we did it. We made it through. Back to this world. Yeah! This is where I met Holly. Let's see. I think it was right here. Awesome. This is where I found Holly zonked out. So that's what happened. That trip through time sent me into the eastern forest. Holly and I both reached your world far away from each other. Oh, that's right. There's a lot I don't understand, like this whole concept of time travel. Strom, you need to watch Doctor Who. Can you please explain it to us? But this isn't really the place to talk, so go to Wigglytuff's Guild and talk there. Hands if you can already see a flaw with this plan. If we went to the future, we trained and roomed there. It would be the perfect place. Okay, let's go to Wigglytuff's Guild. Strom, hold on. Will I be well received if I go to the guild? After all, I'm a wanted outlaw in this world. If I went to your guild, won't everyone be shocked? Don't you think they'd try to capture me? Come to think of it, you're right. What to do? Oh, I know! It's a good place. Will it involve going through Treasure Town? It shouldn't be a problem if we lie low and sneak through. Lead the way. Okay, this way. We don't have to actually control them sneaking through Treasure Town. If we did, I'd have so many game overs. There's that Sharpedo thing from the beginning. Go. Actually, looking back, when some forum videos were looking for Dugtrio, I think that should be on the cliff edge over here. So, yeah, this cliff is known as Sharpedo Bluff. Sharpedo Bluff? Yes. I think the name comes from the fact that the cliff itself is shaped like a Pokemon named Sharpedo. As far as I can tell. I think it seems out of the ordinary. There we go. It's down here. I lived here before I joined the guild. Ah. Go ahead, go on. That's useful. I see. This is a hollow chamber in the face of the cliff. Whew. I'm glad no one's wrecked the place. That's proof of how little notice this place attracts. It'd be better if we stay here for the time being. Agreed. Cool. The moon is up on the top screen. Something is happening. You could see my watch, I swear. But Holly, I never expected you to be the very same, Holly. Raval, can you tell us more about that? Yes, Holly and I... We were jointly investigating the planet's paralysis. A Pokemon and a human. Paired together? Yeah. And Holly had, or has, a special ability like no other. We relied on that special ability to investigate the planet's paralysis. It played a vital part. By special ability, you mean the dimensional screen, don't you? Exactly. The dimensional screen has a drawback. The dimensional screen requires the presence of a trusted Pokemon partner. Without that partner, the ability cannot be triggered. A trusted partner. That's why we work together. The dimensional screen was set off by triggers tied to places where the time gears were hidden. We needed to find out where the time gears were in the past. We needed the dimensional screen to accomplish that. But wait a second, he said there has to be a trusted partner nearby for the dimensional screen to work. But the dimensional screen was being triggered not long after we met. Your point? Doesn't that show you how much you two trust each other from the start? That was Strong's face. When you put it like that, it's a little embarrassing. In addition, Holly developed amnesia. Upon meeting you, Strong, your partner had someone to turn to. Perhaps Holly grew to trust you very quickly because of that. Oh, there's another thing I don't understand. And then, is the dimensional screen triggered in response to only time gears? Right. The opposite is also true. The dimensional is not triggered in places that aren't connected to time gears. Really? That's not how I remember it. Listen, Holly, do you remember that time we went off near Drowsy? And during our first exploration? And there are other times too. Went to places that have nothing to do with time gears. Even in places like that, the dimensional screen was triggered sometimes, wasn't it? Oh. Sorry. Giggle. You sure? That never occurred in the future. The dimensional screen was never triggered in places that had no tie to time gears whatsoever. Well, if that's true, I don't know why it worked differently here. Perhaps things are just different in this world. Sorry. Sometimes the nature of dimensional screens altered in the past. So in the future, the dimensional screen doesn't work in places that have no connection to time gears? Oh, that explains it. Maybe that's why, that time, when we were in the future. Oh yeah, it wouldn't work. Because... Sorry. Hang on a second, I'm going to stop the recordings and get some water. Give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Water might not actually work, but should something coughing for a little while. Let's do this flashbacks. Actually, finally remember what they're actually been called. Oh, don't pull the wires. Don't pull the wires. So many wires around here, it's ridiculous. I've got the charger wires, I've got the mouse cable, I've got the cable for the webcam, and they're all being tangled up. Ridiculously annoying. Maybe I couldn't envision anything that time we were in the future, because we're in a place that wasn't tied to any time gears. Maybe that's why my dimensional screen failed to work. Maybe Gorifel was right about the future and the past being different. Or different enough to make my dimensional screen ability work differently. Anyway, like I was saying, we were investigating the planet's paralysis. We used the dimensional screen ability to identify the locations of the time gears in your world while we're in the future. That's it! Here! The time gear is here! See, there's a drop that stone in Grudon's heart. That lifts the fog. Very well done, good job, partner. I still wonder about that. Was that your character looking back at your character and their partner in the past doing that, so they knew how to do that, but they, like the paradox thing. If this doesn't make sense to you, post in the comments. But it's like she and the partner looking back at her and the partner in the past put in Dratstone and Grudon, so they knew that, and when they got the dimensional scream in the past, it was triggered from them knowing. Do you see where do you follow me on this? Probably not. After identifying the locations where the time gears would be in the past, we took the passage of time. That brought us from our world into your world, your future to this world. However, whoa, you okay? No, don't let go. Still longer. Come on, hang on. I do quite enjoy being a bit dramatic, but I seem really, really stupid in recordings afterwards. So yeah. We encountered turbulence while we were travelling through time. As Holly and I became separated. For some reason, Holly got amnesia and was turned into a Pokemon. I can only guess it had been something to do with our accident while travelling in time. I came from the future. Not just that, I came with a mission of preventing the planet's paralysis. I don't know, it just seems so outlandish. It doesn't feel real somehow. So Holly, I may not remember any of this, but you were my closest friend. I worried about you when you got separated. I'm glad to see you're safe. Your appearance may have changed, and though you've lost your memory, you're still you. None of this alters the fact that you remain my friend. Oh, Holly, I'm glad to see you again. Now, we have to decide on our courses of action. Like I told you before, I'm going to collect the time gears again. What are you going to do? I'm a little worried about how time stops in the region where its time gear is removed. But you're sure it'll only be temporary? That's right. As soon as the time gear is set in place at Temple Tower, time will be restored in its normal state everywhere. Well then, we'll go too. We'll go with you, Grovar. Taking a time gear will badly affect the Pokemon that live in that area. We have to prevent the planet's paralysis. Okay then, we'll go together. But the hour is late. We're all exhausted from all the running we've done. We should rest up tonight. We'll leave in the morning. And that is going to be one very short episode. See you guys next time for more Pokemon Dungeon. Goodbye.